Hey, it's Lee, and I'm here with some video game pickups from a place I don't go to very often. So I actually went to a flea market, and I think it was kind of the opening week for it, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it's all open all year long, but it seemed to be really busy. And it's in a place called Morrisburg, which is about an hour out of town, so it's quite the trek. But it was totally worth it this time around, and I'm going to show you quite a bit of what I picked up here. I'm just kind of reorganizing things before I get started, which I should have probably done before I started the camera, but whatever. So the last thing I picked up, I'm going to go in kind of reverse order. So the last thing I picked up was this. There's a person there who is clearly a video game reseller, and that's absolutely fine with me. They had prices on everything. They did not have a price on this, so I had to ask. And they told me $12, and this game tends to be listed at about $30 at every other game store in our town. So $12 Canadian for this game was a really good deal. It is complete. It's got the nice manual in there. I've never actually played Strider, but it's a platformer. It looks cool. I'm really glad to get it. I'm really glad to get it at that price because I couldn't have paid any more than that because I was kind of running out of money at the time. Really happy to get that. And I was kind of riding a high at the time because I got a pretty sweet deal on the rest of my stuff. And I'll show you that right now. So I found at a spot where the guy was clearly not a video game seller. I found a bunch of kind of Super Nintendo games. They're a little dirty, they're a little old, they're a little grimy, but they're pretty decent titles overall. This is probably the worst of the bunch. This is Bubsy, and it looks like that's in fine shape. It's not too bad actually. I think I might have talked up the dirtiness of these games a little too much. Now, the interesting thing is, I didn't just get games necessarily, and I'll show you that in a minute, but all these games were listed at $5, and for Bubsy, I might have dealt down normally, because I don't really know all that much about Bubsy, but it's not like it's on my list of games I would need to get. I was just going to pick up whatever he had, because I felt like just to pick the good games out of the pile would be kind of a jerk move. The guy wanted to make some money, why not give him a few bucks? I was getting a really sweet deal on a later game that I'll show you. So, got Bubsy. I got this really, actually quite nice copy, except for this little splotch of something, copy of Aladdin, which a lot of people like this version. A lot of people like the Genesis version. They're two completely different games, excuse me. So if you've let one go because you had the other one, you probably made a mistake. I got this game, and I was kind of pumped to see this there, just because lately I've been getting a lot of trade fodder, which is good because I don't have much to start with. This is Super Adventure Island, and I already own this game. And this is a really good game. For those of you who haven't played it, it's a hell of a lot of fun. It's kind of easy and then really difficult at the same time, because it's one-hit kills, and you get to a certain boss and you need to be perfect, and if you're not, you lose automatically. But to get there is really easy. So this is a really good game. I quite enjoy it, and the value of this game's gone up a lot recently. I bought this game for $2.99 brand new, not brand new, excuse me, but I bought it at a retail store that typically has high prices, and they had it for $2.99, which was underpriced at the time. It was probably a $10 to $15 game, but nowadays to get this game for under $30 is a pretty good deal. So I paid $5 for every one of these games. I should have specified that right from the get go. So for $5. This game, that's a great deal. And then the last one, and I'm not going to be using it for trade. I'll be cutting a pretty good deal to a friend of mine. But I got this really nice copy of Link to the Past. It's beautiful. And again, $5 for this. And it was like me winning the lottery, and I got pretty pumped up about it. So just that $5 a piece, and for those of you who haven't looked up the price on this in Canadian dollars lately, 50 plus, at least 55, I'd say. Some retail stores has it around 60, but I think you can get one for $50 if you shop around a lot. that might be a little ambitious. The nice thing about that is that that's not the whole thing, right? I actually got more than just that. A lot of these things came with manuals. So these are some of the things I got. So I got this kind of poster thing that showed you games that are coming out soon and things like that. I guess I should have probably shown it properly when I opened it. But I don't feel like opening this all the way, but it's just kind of showing you a preview of future games and things like that. It's kind of neat. I also got this just generic Super Nintendo deck manual. I might toss that my friend Scott's way if he wants it. Not quite sure. I'll have to talk to him about it. But still, that's kind of a neat thing. I'm going to move it over. I got the manual for a game that wasn't even in the lot. So I got Super Mario World's manual. Rough shape, but at the end of the day, actually, it's not that bad. It looks rough on the outside, but the inside is very nice. But the good news is I got the Super Adventure Island manual. It looks like its top page got folded, but it's there. So that adds a little bit of value to the game. Probably, like you could probably say, $5 to $10 to the game normally. And I also got the Link to the Past manual. And again, this is just adding more value to what I picked up. Now, like I said, I'm going to see if my friend wants the manual. I'm going to give him a really sweet deal on Zelda. I also, something I haven't shown, and I'm just going to pop everything back out here just so you can kind of keep it in your... how does this look? Kind of see everything I got there. Not bad. Keep it in your line of sight. So, yeah, I'm going to be cutting my friend Scott a really good deal on this Zelda. I also called him, or texted him while I was at the place, and I found a boxed PS2 for him. It was $20, which isn't a steal, but it's a pretty good deal, and the box was in very good shape, so I picked that up for him as well. So, a really good day at the flea market. I honestly did not expect to find anything, and to get, just if it was Zelda alone, that would have been an amazing day, but to get a bunch of games, Strider for cheap, Super Adventure Island gives me really good trade fodder if I want it, or if Scott wants it, I can maybe give that to him as well. So it's nice. I didn't add much to my collection. I guess I'll keep Aladdin for myself just because I don't have it, so I might as well. And the manuals, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. I might try to trade them in, or I might kind of keep them with the games that I've picked up. But yeah, that's a decent lot for a day, and honestly, total money spent for this was $30. That's an amazing day at the flea market. I would take that any day of the week, really. That's awesome. All right, well, thanks for watching.